Hi everyone, so I'm Kelly and I'm a PhD student at Federal University of Santa Maria, and today I'm going to present a little bit about the impact of AGN feedback on the host galaxy. So, uh, what we know about galaxies today is that all ellipticals and spirals host a supermassive black hole at their center, and that in some point in their life it becomes active, and then we call it AGN, or active galactic nuclei. So AGNs release a huge amount of energy, making them one of the brightest objects in the universe. And this energy comes from the supermassive black hole accretion matter, and the interaction of this released energy with the gas in the galaxy is what we call the AGN feedback. So, since the agent is a megaluminous and a powerful object, does its presence have the ability to affect the host galaxy? The answer is yes. The agent feedback can affect the host galaxy, as well as affect the environment behind the limits of the galaxy itself. Here we have an example of the galaxy M887, which we can see X-ray emission, radio emission, and radio jet speed. So, and what is the effect of the agent feedback on the host galaxy? So, it interferes in the star formation rate. It means that it can regulate the growth of the host galaxy. But how it happens, it is not well known. So, agent feedback is usually seen in the form of powerful radio jets or in the form of outflows. And the interaction of the outflows with the galaxy gas can be observed in the kinematics of the different phases of this gas. So, the agent feedback can be separated into modes, the radiative mode and the kinetic mode. During the radiative mode, the feedback signature is observed in the form of winds or outflows and through the radiation emission, which only occurs in high luminosity AGN. In this case, the star formation can be interrupted by the winds that can prevent the collapse of molecular gas clouds and prevent the formation of new stars, or and the formation interrupt the formation we call the negative feedback, or it can induce star formation through the compression of matter in the most rare case, and then we call it positive feedback. So, in the kinetic feedback, it is observed in massive galaxies and in the center of galaxy clusters. In this mode, the feedback occurs in the form of relativistic jets observed on radio, which interact with the gas present in the halo of galaxies, keeping it warm for a long time. And as a result, star formation on the galaxy can be quenched by heating the gas, which prevents the formation of new stars. The kinetic mode is also known a maintenance mode because it regulates star formation rate and the black hole growth by balancing the heating and cooling of the galaxy's gas. The agent feedback is an important ingredient in the galactic recipe, and it is needed to explain why there is a difference in the luminosity function of galaxies between the cosmological models and the observations. And this can be seen in this graph, in this schematic. We have here the spectral luminosity function predicted by the cold dark matter model in red, and in blue the observed luminosity function. As you can see, there is a discrepancy in the two ends of the luminosity function of galaxies. In low luminosity galaxies, the supernova feedback plays an important role in the galaxies, and it can explain the discrepancy in the model and observations. And here in the high luminosity and of galaxy luminosity function, the reasonable explanation is the agent feedback, which has the capacity to affect galaxies on a large scale. It means that the agent feedback can explain the mass absence for the most bright galaxies in the model predictions. Uh, Given the importance of the influence of agent feedback on the environment in which it is inserted, we can identify and characterize the outflows to try to understand how it influences the galaxy's evolution. And for this, we use integral field unit data capable of spatially resolving the outflows in the different phases of the gas. And one of the telescopes used for this type of observation is the Gemini telescope, which with this type of data, we get data in 3 dimensions with 2 spatial dimensions and a spectral dimension. So, from the analysis of the gas kinematics in AGN host galaxies, it is found that the ionized gas and the molecular gas have distinct flux distribution and kinematics. Molecular gas traces mainly feedback inflow of gas, we call feeding, and ionized gas traces mainly the feedback, agent feedback. Ionized gas emission trace a more disturbed medium, usually associated with outflows from the agent, but frequently showing also a rotation component from the disk of the galaxy. Low-velocity outflows are found in AGN host galaxies, mainly in Seyfert galaxies or low-luminosity agents like liners. Outflows are observed in the kinematics of different phases of gas, as I said before, neutral, molecular, and ionized, in the narrow line region, usually in a biconical or single cone format due to projection effects. But the impact caused by the agent outflow on the host galaxy is not fully known yet. Well, that's it. Thank you for your attention.